your connection in Southern Oregon and Northern California. This is News 10 at 6.
Good evening, I'm Rick Tillery.
I'm Trish Close. Thanks for joining us tonight. A Cave Junction company hoping to expand and hire dozens more employees.
But owners say the government is making that expansion almost impossible. News 10's Whitney Clark is here to explain in tonight's top story at 6.
Good evening, Rick, Trish. The owners of Taylor Sausage Factory hoping to hire 40 people in the next year. This comes as dozens of people laid off from a local mill are looking for work. The company says for now, it just can't hire anyone.
I didn't have any notice ahead of time, and it was just like, today's your last day, you go ahead and go find another job.
Larry Headley, one of the lucky ones, landing a job at Taylor Sausage after getting laid off at the Rough and Ready mill. Now the sausage factory wants to hire dozens more like him.
They're quality employees, and they don't really have anything to do available for employment opportunities in Cave Junction.
Factory manager Terry Taylor says he gets up to 3 applications a day, but he simply can't hire anyone. The problem, the company needs a USDA inspector. Right now they only have 1. Taylor says they requested a second inspector so they can run a night shift. The USDA, though, denying that request. The government said the company did not believe the plant needed a second inspector because at the time Taylor Sausage applied, it didn't have a history of overtime or a full-time night shift. The plant building has doubled in size in the last year. That second inspector, the only way Taylor says the company can grow.
We've recently begun selling product to a company in Canada, and they are ramping up very quickly.
Shipping worldwide means more work for employees like Lex Johnson. Right now, packaging and processing 3,000 pounds of meat a day, working 12-hour days, which often isn't enough.
We were about 10 minutes late on finishing our pallet, so we didn't have any time to screw around.
For now, Headley is happy he is working, while dozens of others wait their turn. The sausage factory did file an appeal for a second inspector. The result of the appeal should be available in July. A spokesperson for the USDA could not be reached for comment. Covering your news, Whitney Clark, News 10.
Jobs in Cave Junction are in hot demand after the Rough and Ready lumber mill announced it was closing earlier this month. The mill will now lay off 85 people. Its owners say current laws prevented them from cutting down trees they already own. Both the business and some lawmakers are hoping changes will eventually allow the mill to reopen. Josephine County traditionally holds a high unemployment rate. The rate spiked at the beginning of the year. In December 2012, the rate was 11.3%. In January, that number jumped to 13.2%. By February, it had dropped a little to 12.8%. In comparison, the national average for February was 7.7%.